Is it me, or are there suddenly loads of superhero movies being made? Hello YouTube, it's Friday. It is Film Friday on the third week of VEDTV VidCon. And yeah, as you might have gathered from that little intro bit, there seems to be a lot of news regarding superhero movies this week. It was announced earlier this week that the new Superman will be in theatres December 2012. The movie titled, working titled Man of Steel, whether or not that sticks or not we'll see, but the movie titled Man of Steel will be in theatres December 2012, with talk of a Justice League movie in the works. Apparently DC Comics are trying to work out the logistics of doing a Justice League movie, which would be really awesome. Obviously I spoke a few weeks back about the Avengers movie finally getting a director, so it's hardly surprising that DC are now sort of playing catch up and making sure that the Justice League movie also gets made. In other superhero news, this news literally broke about 10 minutes before I'm making this video, so it couldn't be much more recent. Batman 3, the final film in Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy, will be released July 20th, 2012. That's the same weekend, same end of July weekend slot that The Dark Knight got, and yeah, there's no casting news on that yet, other than that Christian Bale will remain behind the mask. Yeah, but Christopher Nolan has promised that there will be closure on what he describes as a definitive trilogy. He says that you can't make these things last forever like you can in comics, and it has to have an end, and that's what they're working towards with this movie. This movie will have a definitive end with closure on the series. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Look out for that. We also got a first look at Christopher Hemsworth in his costume for the Thor movie. Thor, of course, a member of the upcoming Avengers, but obviously as such has to have his own movie first. Yeah, I will put the image up now. It's a first look, just a single image has been released of him in his costume as the Norse god. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, like I say, lots and lots and lots of superhero news this week. That seems to be almost all that's coming out is lots and lots of superhero news. The one piece of news that's not superhero related, I know some people are really annoyed by this next piece of news. It was announced yesterday that Anchorman, there was supposed to be a sequel coming out. There was supposed to be a sequel that they were working on. Basically, the sequel has been dropped by the studio, and it's unlikely it will now ever get made. I'm actually perfectly okay with that. I loved the first movie, but I don't want to see a sequel to it, because I think even if the sequel was ridiculously funny, it would never ever be as good, and it would always let down the first movie and possibly spoil the legacy of the first movie. But I know some people don't feel the same about that. I know some people wanted to see that character on screen again, so I guess we'll see. It's doubtful it'll ever get made at this point. Unless miracles happen, that movie's never getting made. That's about it from me for today. I will see you as we enter week 4. I will see you on Monday, and I will be reviewing yet another superhero movie which was released this week. That is the sequel to what I would personally argue is the greatest superhero movie ever. It's Iron Man 2. Talk to you later.